evening and welcome to my channel. My name is Faye and this is Fairy Floss, a Flosstube channel mostly about cross stitch, but other times I do things like embroidery and other little crafty bits too to show you. So it's only, it's only going to be a quick video today. I just wanted to pop on and show you a few things that I bought last week at the knitting and stitching show, or I think it's called the Stitch Festival now, and my other stitchy achievement of the week. So it's not going to be packed, this video, but I really did just want to pop on and show you some of the stuff I'd done. I wanted to come on yesterday, but for some strange reason I ended up with some kind of allergic reaction to something and my face went all weird, and I chose not to do a video yesterday due to that reason. Today the next door neighbour is rebuilding his whole flat basically, so there might be some banging, there might not. I'm going to try and persist throughout the banging if he does start again, because I don't know when I'll get a chance to do a video again. So without further ado, let me just show you some of the stuff that I've been getting up to. If you remember from my previous video, I decided I wasn't going to put down fortune teller until I completed a page finish. So this is my HAED. This is fortune teller. It's a beautiful kitty that looks very similar to Marley, my cat, as well. And I managed to get my page finish. I think 2 days ago, maybe. It took me a while, but I got there. And this is what, hang on, I hope you can see it. This is what my first page of my HAED looks like. I've had so much fun doing this. I actually don't want to put it down. I do want to carry it on, but I am going to put it down just for a couple of weeks so I can get some other things done instead. So this is all the stitching I've done. I think last time you saw it, it was probably up to about there. So that's how much I've done in the last couple of weeks. Don't forget I do work full time as well, and I know I produced a lot more during lockdown, but obviously I am now back at work and I don't have that extra time in the mornings from working from home where I wasn't travelling, etc. So it is what it is. I still want to do Flosstube channels. I know I don't do as much stitching as what other people do on their channels, but I still love coming on and sharing with you what I've done. So last weekend, I think it was the 5th of March, I think. It was the knitting and no, it was the Stitch Festival. Used to be called the Knitting and Stitching Show many years ago, but now it's the Stitch Festival, and that was on in Islington at the Business Design Centre, somewhere I've never actually been to before. Though I walk past it very often, and I was lucky enough to go on the same day as Amy and Joe, who also came to the October one at Ali Pali. I can't remember what that one's called. They've all got a similar name. So yeah, it worked out that I was meant to go on the Thursday night late. That got cancelled, and then I was meant to be going away for the weekend. My weekend away got cancelled, so I was lucky enough to get my ticket exchanged to go on the Saturday, and that way I could meet up with Amy and Joe as well. So and her daughter Imogen too. So we had a really, really lovely day out. Really nice day out. And I did buy some stitchy things as well. So mostly I got well, actually I'll show you. I'll go backwards. So I got some non-cross stitchy things and I got some cross stitchy things. I'll start with non-cross stitcher. I'm going to pop them back in the bag when I've done this, so there might be a little bit of rustling. So for last year, or maybe it was the year before, I bought a sewing machine, and I haven't really got it out that much. Because I think I've got a bit of a fear of the machine, which I'm going to overcome this year. That is my plan. But to get myself going, I thought it'd be good to do a bit of hand stitching first and get used to a bit of patchworky things, and then actually go for it on a machine. So the first thing I got was this lovely pig design, and you buy the design and it comes with the instructions on the inside, and then a template of the pig put out. And all you have to buy were 2 of these mini charm packs. So these are teeny tiny little squares of material, and they've got this really cute sort of spacey vibe going. It's too low. I'm not gonna pull them out, but you can see from the top one, there's lots of like little stars, and I think it says E equals MC squared, so it's gonna be like an Einstein pig. And then there's like lots of little planets and things going on there. So that's like gonna be my first little quilty project. That's gonna be my first thing to do. Um, so I think I might even start it this weekend if I get a bit of time. So yeah, that is my first one. Janet Clare, at www.janetclaire.co.uk, and this is her little pig. So that is project number 1 in this whole new me of quilting. Which then moves me on to project number 2 of quilting. This is like my next level up. But this isn't actually quilting, this is English paper piecing. Now, if you go onto Gracicle's Stitchery on Instagram, or her TikTok, but don't ask me how to find that. I don't really do TikTok. But if you go on her Instagram, she has shared her reel of some English paper piecing that she has done, and she's made the most amazing cushion, and she's put this really clever piping around it as well. And I really want to know how to do that, so I'm going to hope that Amy is going to teach me how to do that. So this is my second mini project, and this is Christmas Star Bunting. Now on the stall, which was So Motion, they had it hanging up and it looked so good, and I have bought a lot of Christmas fat quarters over the year, but just never did anything with them because I just like buying fat quarters and I'm too scared to use sewing machines. But this, you don't need a sewing machine. This, you just need a needle and thread. You get all the little bits. I don't. There's probably a special name for these. Dual paper templates, apparently. Um, you get all the little special templates, and then you sew all the pieces together. If you watch Gracie Cole's Stitchery's TikTok reel, then you'll see how it happens, and it looks amazing when it all comes together. So that is going to be project number 2. And then that leads me to project number 3. This looks a bit more advanced actually. I think I might need a bit of help with this one. But the woman on the stall was just like, oh, it's so easy and you can do it and don't be scared and just go for it. And she was wearing it and it looked really cool. And this is a little jewelry pack where you can make this necklace, this brooch, and these earrings all out of this one pack of little hexagons. So if you look, they're absolutely tiny, these hexagons, really, really small. So I'm going to have a lot of fun doing that as well. But that is, I think that's going to be the next level up again. So I've got 3 really nice gradual projects there to get me going on this whole quilting and patching and sticking things together malarkey. So I'm looking forward to this. This is a new exciting thing for me to do and to try. So watch this space. I will show these things when they are completed, if as long as they look all right. Funnily enough, when I bought this, a few weeks ago in the half term in those crazy storms, we went to my boyfriend's uncle and aunties down in Brighton, and because it was so bad, we weren't really able to go anywhere, so we were playing board games, and we bought a board games at Blockbusters, and we reckon we should turn them into like letters, like Blockbusters, and make blockbuster necklaces. So that might be our next project with these. Well, maybe not. I might just stick to what we've got here, to be honest. So that was my nice 3 little quilty English paper piecing new craft projects. And then there was an amazing fabric shop who are based in Bradford called Bombay Fabrics, I want to call them. You could probably Google that and find the place that I mean. And because we're getting into this quilting thing by just reading one book and not actually getting the sewing machine out, that's me into quilting. We've been looking for fabrics with cats on, and I found the best fabric ever. So these were really cheap as well actually. These were two for £10 and you get 2 meters of each, which really worthwhile. So I've got these lovely little kitties, if you can see. And then this is like the fabric of our fabric. Well, it matches what I'm wearing as well a bit today. This is the older fabric. And I think this is absolutely adorable. Now, Luke has already said he wants a piece of this to back his cushion that he's cross-stitching at the moment, so I might let him have some for that. But that is going to make the nicest quilt because you could just choose all these colours to do all the opposing pieces of it as well. And yeah, it's lovely. I just love these cats. Really, really nice. So this is the quilting journey. This is how it's beginning. Let's see how far I go. Oh, and I did also pick up the fabric glue pen for the paper piecing as well, which looks quite fun to use. So I will keep you updated on my fabric paper piecing quilting journey as it goes, and I'm sure I'll be posting things on Instagram as well. So let's put those away. And one of the main reasons I went to the fair was for Trudy and Designs. To be honest, there wasn't many stitchy shows. There was about 3 or 4 places that were doing stitchy things, and a lot of them I'd visited in the September show. There was a new one, but it was quite. I'll be honest, because that's what my channel's for. It was all quite sweary cross stitchy things, and I'm really not into that whole sweary cross stitch vibe. Yes, I swear. Yes, I cross stitch, but I don't put the two together. It's just not me. A lot of people don't mind it. For me, it's just nah, it's not my kind of thing. So I walked straight past the sweary cross stitch one, and the one that I really wanted to go to, of course, was Trudy Ann Designs because I went there in September and found lots of lovely things, and I was looking forward to going back and getting even more lovely things. So let me share with you what I got. I didn't get loads because I'm saving myself for retreat as well, but I'm just going to share with you the little bits that I got. Um, I got a what's it called? Di- oh, it's meant to be country crescent colours apparently. Blushing Beauty, which is the one I need for my Nutcracker, but it's got a different name on here, so I'm not sure if it's like a different version of it. I'm going to have to check that out. I wanted Classic Colourworks, but this is called Crescent Colours, I've just realised, but I think it's pretty much the same colour anyway, so I'll just check it out and make sure it works. But I'm sure it's got the exact same name, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but that's all I needed. I got this very cute little heart hanger for £2.60. So not to love it, live it, make it yours, but a couple of these at the September show, and I was a bit jealous because I didn't see them, and this was the only one left of the small ones, so I did manage to get that. I'm going to put something really pretty on there. I'm not sure what yet. And then I bought 3 charts, 2 for me and 1 for the other half. So this was the first one I got, which is the French Country Snowman by JBW Designs. I've already got a couple of hers already. I've got the cat and I've got the pear, but I really like that one. So I thought I'd treat myself to the little snowman. I'm sure I can find some nice variegated floss for that and do it for Christmas. But I'll probably make a little cushion like these, but I think that's really, really pretty. And then I got for Luke, I promised him I'd come back with a cat pattern for him, and I picked up Clementine, Oh, that's a bit shiny. Let me see. Clementine by Plum Street Samplers, which is very cute. We're going to tweak the colours a little bit to make it look a little bit more like Marley. But yeah, I think that's adorable. And that was my little present to Luke. He did contemplate coming on the day, but it's a bit full on. It's a bit busy and elbowy, and you know, even I get a bit tired after a few hours in these big festivals. It's too much going on. Last design I got off the top is, oh, I love this, the Jardin Privé. I do not speak French. And it's Noël chez les gnomes. I think that's the gnomes at Christmas, or the gnomes house at Christmas or something. But it's all little gnomes, little food store houses, little Christmas trees, little snowman hats and things. It's just really cute. I might make it for me, or I might make it for my mum and dad. Totally undecided at the moment. Um, I'll make it and then just see how much I want to keep it. But yeah, I might gift it to my mum and dad for Christmas. I should do things for other people sometime. So that was that from the, what did I call it? The stitching show. Is that what it's called? Something like that. So that was my bits from there. Yeah, there was lots of really nice stuff. There was lots of nice wool shops as well, but I'm not really needing any wool or yarn at the moment. I've got plenty of stuff, and I don't actually get my knitting out too frequently, so I just thought I'd leave that be. And then when was it? A couple of days before that, it was World Book Day, and every World Book Day I have to go and buy books because you do. And I was in Waterstones, and I picked up a right old bargain. I found this book in Waterstones for £1, and it's called Stitch by Stitch by Jane Bull, and it's a beginner's guide to needlecraft. So it's got embroidery, crochet, pathwork, maybe patchwork spelt wrong. I'm not sure what pathwork is. Tell me down in the comments below if pathwork's a thing. Applique, knitting, and needlepoint. And it's got loads of, I can show you, there's no chart. Just lots of really fun ideas to do with scraps of material and stuff. So I am going to have a lot of fun with that. And because I've set up a crafternoon club at school, I'm in the process of setting up. It's quite hard to get clubs going sometimes at school. I might take that and do some of those little projects with the students as well. So that was that. That was my very brief haul and my very brief video to share with you. So now I've finished a page of my HAED, what am I going to do next? Very tempted to keep going, but I am going to try, and I might ask my boyfriend to put it somewhere high so I don't touch it. And I want to do a couple of other things with my Nutcracker Village. I did do a bit on this yesterday as well, so I can show you. I'm still I'm still on the middle segment, which is the Nutcracker Village segment. So that's where I am so far. And I've just started the little presents yesterday. So I'm going to complete those presents tonight. And then I'm going to work up this Christmas tree here. So there's 2 Christmas trees on either side, and they are quite. Oh, you can't see the sparkle in this one. They are quite chunky monkeys. And it's going to take a lot of time just to do this middle section, and I am quite anxious actually whether I've got enough room. So I didn't think it would be this big. I might have underestimated my fabric size here, so I'm going to complete this and then decide if I can fit the whole project on one piece, or if I am going to have to do this as a separate pillow and then do them all as little separate ones, which doesn't bother me either way. It might be quite nice to have them all separate, maybe turn them into little tree hangings or something. So I'll finish this off, and then see what I can fit on the fabric as well. But yeah, this is Nutcracker Village so far. This is the middle kit, and I'm going to press on with this, I think, till I've finished that. That's going to be one thing I do. I'm going to get my Nora Corbett back out. Dewdrops. I've done a little bit of work on her, and I'm going to try and get at least her dress finished. I kind of like to finish her before retreat, but I don't think that's going to happen now. So I'm going to get a bit of her done, I think. And I might do some small kits from my magazines, and then I've got some mini completes as well, because it's quite nice when you actually finish something off. When you're working on massive projects, it is really nice to accomplish some little finishes in between as well. So that is my plan for the next couple of weeks. So until then, I'll check in with you probably in a fortnight. So until then, keep smiling, keep stitching, and I shall see you again soon. Bye!